Hello universe, good evening. It is the evening of July 8th, 2013, and this is a special video, not a normal episode of 15 minutes, although I did set my timer for 15 minutes so that I don't ramble any more than necessary. Oh, by the way, this episode is brought to you by the letter C. C stands for commitment and cookie. I couldn't resist getting that. So I've been in Austin for the last week, and that's going to be part of what I talk about in this video. Alright, where to begin? What I'm doing is a primary example of what this video discussion is all about. Commitment. So, if you have been participating in or trying to participate, or whatever, in the Shayloss 5-week Chubby-Summer-Shaype-ShayShay challenge, man, that's a tongue twister, then you may have potentially been discouraged, annoyed, disillusioned with the whole idea, potentially because of the fact that Shay and his brother Logan have not posted videos over the last week. First, let me say that I understand, and I definitely acknowledge where you're coming from. I respect that you need or want that support. It shows that you would like it because you believe it will help you. So I understand that, and I can understand the irritation when you feel like someone made you a promise and they broke it. However, I have to challenge you on this point, because no matter what Shay or Logan can or cannot do, it is not their responsibility to keep you motivated. That is a choice of yours. It is a matter of commitment. Commitment. Once again, I understand that you feel like you might need that support and motivation, and you may feel like they've flaked out on you. But keep in mind, and maybe they could have used better judgment. I'm not suggesting they could not have used better judgment about when to start the challenge so that they knew they would be accessible to post videos. But nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Let's step aside from that, though, and focus on you, which is what this is all about. It's about you. I've said more than a few times that if you've gotten to this challenge as just looking at it as 5 weeks, then you are doomed to fail. I haven't said doomed to fail, but you're setting yourself up to give up. Because 5 weeks will not alter the course of your life if you're always looking at the end of the road and seeing 5 weeks, counting down, 35, 34, 33, 32, 30. How am I going to survive? Because when day one hits, if not long before, and it has already hit for some people, you're going to see cookies on the counter or on the shelf at the store, and you are going to brutally assault them with your mouth. So, this is if you're going to do this, it has to be a choice that you make, and it has to be more than 5 weeks. It has to be a decision that you're committed to change in your life. And that's the only way it's going to stick. regardless of whether Shay or Logan post videos, regardless of whether people like myself or Michelle Strimmel or any of these other people who consistently make videos in our own sort of way. See, I don't do daily Shayloss videos. I do daily cardio videos, just to get you to walk a mile and to sort of be there and shoot the breeze about different things. But see, I have commitment to it because I've decided it's what I wanted to do. And as a matter of fact, it's the reason I'm on this thing tonight. So let's see if I can explain this. As an example, you will hear in 15 minutes, which goes up tomorrow, that I admit to you that I have not been recording videos daily for 15 minutes for the last 6 days because I've been out of town. Everything's been pre-recorded up until now. This evening is actually July 8th. The one that you saw that was posted today, if you caught that video, was actually recorded a week ago yesterday, last Sunday. That's why you don't see me talking about current events or anything like that. Because I pre-recorded it because I'm committed to daily posting a video. Now, no matter how hard I tried, and I did try, I did not get to post a video every day. Not because they weren't recorded, but because I didn't have the ability to do it. Remember we were talking about Shay and Logan and how they were not able to potentially post videos because they've been in the mountains in Idaho or whatever? I think it's Idaho. Well, I was in Austin, and you're being recorded, this video is being recorded on an iPod. And both my July 3rd and July 4th videos, because of the size of the videos for some reason, and where I was, they were not able to be uploaded because of their length. Now, I have posted videos longer than that while I was here, but never in Austin. And the size, because they were 23 minutes long, for some reason the Wi-Fi would not upload them. So it wasn't until I got to the videos that were actually 16 to 19 minutes in length that I was able to upload them. Now, I probably will go ahead and upload them from here when I have time, because I'm committed to them. And I want to show you that I have daily videos for cardio. You can go through, you know, when the hell did I start this? June? I don't even remember the date. But that's good to me because, see, I'm not in this for a short period of time. I'm in it to make a change in my life and hoping that in some way you're taking a 15-minute walk with me or whatever will be an example to you that you just have to make a choice. This is all about you. I don't mean to diss anyone who's pre-21 or pre-25 or whatever, because obviously I've been there, but your priorities are different when you're younger. Logan, for example, who is supposed to be uploading the videos according to Shay, he mentioned it in his daily vlog today, he's 19. He's not going to find the same priority that you might if you're 28 years old and you're tired of the way your body looks. That is up to you. And that is about commitment. Whether Shay posts a video every day or not. Look at people who've been continuing to post video responses to the Shayloss videos. You could probably, because as of right now I haven't seen a new Shayloss video for today. So I'm going to post this as a video response to the video last Monday. But just look down the stream and you'll see how people who have continued to post videos. I'm not sure Michelle Strimmel's continuing to post them as video responses. She's just keeping them on her channel. But she's consistent, and she's committed to it. Because as much as she would like to support and hopefully inspire other people, she's most concerned about herself and what's in here, and her improvement and the way she feels about it. And that's what it really has to be. If Logan and Shay never post another video, it shouldn't matter. I think it's great if they can, and for some people, they might feel like they need that. But that's why you need to go and connect with people other than Shay and Logan, because they established a community base because of Shayloss for you to connect with other people, like Jamoki, Michelle Strimmel. If you want to connect to me, I have no problem with it. But while I want to inspire and support people, I'm also going to give you the truth. Because it's only by facing your choice and your actions that you really move forward. Now, if you've fallen off the wagon, so to speak, on this Shayloss video challenge or weight loss challenge, it's either because you haven't decided, I truly believe this, you haven't decided it's important enough for you yet. And that's fine. I'm not here to tell you it's important enough for you. It has to be important to each of us in our own way for us to stay committed. Now, if you're someone who has a physical challenge, and I'm going to still do a video response to a lady by the name of Tony Sparks on the Shayloss videos, on the Shayloss Facebook group, which I recommend you go check out. A bunch of people are involved in that. Because she happens to have a similar condition to me. I have a sight impairment. I happen to have my right eye is dead, which you could probably tell. Because it's been dead because of a blocked surgery. But that one doesn't really limit my ability to get physical activities going. I just had to find alternatives to running down the street. Like, I take long walks. And if you're blind or sight impaired or hearing impaired, you can take long walks. If you're in a wheelchair, and this is still commitment related, your obstacles are different. And so you have to find another way to be committed physically. It may be that if you really want to see weight loss, you may have to do a more strict nutritional diet. Because no matter what anybody tells you, there's so many ways to look at how you lose weight or how you get in better health. They'll say workout's important. They'll say nutrition's important. They'll say a balance between the two is important. And I prefer to think of the last one. However, not everyone has that option. That's where it comes down to your commitment level to make a change. And it becomes personal. And it's only when things... You ever notice when someone says something that you feel about yourself, like if they say, well, that person, she's so fat, or he's so ugly. And if you feel like you're ugly, you take it personal. That's what you need. See, I go over time all the time. That's what it needs to be for you. It needs to be personal. You need to take the changes in your life that you want to make, even though conceptually they are personal, you need to make them personal. They don't need to be, oh, well, everybody else is doing it, so I'll do it. No, you need to take it personal, and you need to decide it's something really for you. That's what you see with some of these people that I've mentioned already, who continue to post video responses to older videos. They're showing you that they're still out there, and that they're committed to it, and that they have not forgotten the promise that they've made to themselves. And I'm not talking about getting online and making cute videos and posting them with cute little music and talking about this and talking about that. You don't have to do all that. I haven't been making videos for the last week, but I still continue to work out. My commitment to this program of 15 minutes that I make daily, I've been making videos. I've been pre-recording videos so I could continue the pattern. Now in my own time, when I've been on vacation, I've been taking walks daily for 5 miles. I cannot run because my perception as I look at the world, I can't run. So, because I'll run into a pole or wires, things that don't come into clarity before that. But I've been taking 5-mile walks daily, even with 4 hours of sleep at a time. I will get up and take myself for the walk because I'm committed. Just what this video is right now is a perfect example of that. What is it, 7 or 8 o'clock at night? Time is it? I'll get off for a second. It's 9 o'clock at night. I got back in on a Greyhound this morning after 5 hours of travel on a Greyhound. Went to work with my company, dealt with money, preparing lists, talked to another associate in the business, and I was sitting here at the end of the day thinking, I want to do this video on commitment, but I'm really tired, and at the same time, I want to lay down. But I have decided and committed to myself that 2 things. Number 1, before I lay down, I'm going to do some kind of cardio because it keeps my heart rate up and it does impact your metabolism when you lay down. And you do see results from that. And number 2, I'm not going to eat anything. I'm going to drink water and not eat anything before I lay down. And it has made a certain impact on my life. I have worn, for the longest time, 2X shirts. This is a 1X shirt, and it fits fine. It's getting looser by the day. I bought this while I was in Austin, and it's starting to get looser than it was. Because I'm committed to it. I've made a choice. The same choice you have to make. Now, no one is going to hold you in any negative perspective if this is not your time. It must be your time. And it must be your choice. Don't push yourself. Well, it's a fine line and definition of pushing yourself. You cannot push yourself if you're not ready to be pushed. Let's put it that way. You cannot start a fire with a burnt out match. You have to have a flint that is ready to be struck. Does that make sense? There's no fire in burnt out coals. So if you're worn out and you feel like I'm not ready for it, or I just don't have the energy to do it today, I'll do it tomorrow, or whatever, you're probably not ready. Because when you're ready, you'll do it. Prime example. And lastly, I just gotta go. But I want to get this across because I want people to understand that there's nothing wrong with you if you're not ready. Okay? There's nothing wrong with you. It has to be your time. And it will only happen when you're ready. No one can make you ready. Last night, my buddy Robert was coincidentally in town at the same time I was for the 4th of July holiday. And we went over to this buddy Tim's house. And one of the guys we saw was a guy named Don. Since October, what is that? Mid-October, November, December, January, March, April, May, June. In 8.5 months, basically, Don's lost 80 pounds. 80 pounds. It's a person. Sincerely. It's a child, but it's a person. Because he was certain what he wanted. He went through a lot of stuff, nightmares, and he reached that point where he sat there in the morning after going on these dates and with people and not finding someone who was appealing to him, after having bad roommate situations and all this sort of stuff. And he woke up one morning and he said, "It's time." Those weren't exact words, but that's basically what he said. I just knew this wasn't for me anymore. And it's that decision that made him committed to it. And it has to be a commitment that you find. This great thing with Shayloss is really smoke and mirrors. Not in a negative sense, but it's designed to create an emotion of motivation. But that emotion has to start here because you want it. And that's the only way we'll continue. So I hope that makes some sense to you and helps you understand that no one's going to hold it against you if you're not ready for it. Come back to these videos in a year or whenever you're ready and the moment's right for you, and go from there. Don't hold it against yourself, but do take care of yourself. And when you're ready, whether it's me or Michelle Stremmel or Shay Carl or any number of other people, Jamoki, whether we're here or not, there are people out there who you can relate to. But more than anything, you have to be connected to yourself and what you're ready for. And you have to want it and be determined. And that's when you'll succeed. You really will. No one is a greater coach or a greater disability, per se, to you than you. You've got to find the coach in you that keeps you going. And when you do, you'll get whatever you want. That goes for not just weight loss, anything in your life. So I hope that helps you to find relation to it. And I wish you luck. No, I don't wish you luck. I wish you commitment. I wish you dedication. Luck is a perception. Commitment is an action that starts here and has a foundation. Luck doesn't have foundation. It's coincidence. Find it for yourself. And I wish you a lot of wonderful success and victories in whatever you do. Take care of yourself. And above all else in your life, find it in here to live with passion. See you later.